Soldier Field in Chicago. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion goes the tight end.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll go right back to Wright.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Love.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again, Love. Complete to Wright. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. first and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now receiver in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Right. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Love, this is 3rd and goal.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Packers defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now Williams.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake, Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go.
To throw, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Williams.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To throw now. Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan.
Williams loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get.
And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they... Ball will take over at the 24-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a give, running left is right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a toss play for Wright. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jalen Wright, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To the air, Williams. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Go.
To throw, it's Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift.
42 yards.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Love. Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing. Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go!
Williams going to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Love, they go play action now.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Wright.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Wright going to try and pull his way in.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Williams. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, this is right.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
Play action this time with Love. Complete to Wright. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On play action. Love to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Love. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, but instead, here's Swift shedding the tackle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift taking it in from the 20. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Love. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Quez Watkins, 73 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready? Big alert, big alert.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
point after, right down the middle. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Love.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two.
Let's go.
Love looking to throw it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So here we go. Still down one score, and here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.